What's up guys, this is Cody here. And if you guys aren't aware, the WWDC for Apple, or the Worldwide Developers Conference, was today. So if you guys didn't either watch the stream or if you weren't following me on Twitter and received like 1,000 tweets that I sent out while I was live tweeting the event, then maybe you don't know all that was released or all that was announced. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap of everything that was announced at WWDC. So first things first, we have iOS 8.4 and the jailbreak. So we were hoping that today iOS 8.4 would be released and then Pengu would release a jailbreak tool allowing us to jailbreak that newest firmware. But alas, that did not happen. We're gonna have to wait another 3 weeks because iOS 8.4 is going to be released on June 30th. So we have a little bit more ways to go, but I mean, at this point, who really cares? I mean, we've been waiting for quite some time. Actually, probably everyone cares. I'm sorry I even said that. But now that we have that out of the way, we can talk about iOS 9. So iOS 9 is probably not going to be released until September when the new iPhone comes out. But if you have a developer's account and you're enrolled in the developer's program, you can actually download iOS 9 right now. Now I have a developer's account, so I downloaded iOS 9 on my iPad and my iPhone 5S. I still have jailbreak on my 6 Plus, that's why I didn't upgrade that one. But if you guys want to see a full featured video of showing everything that you can do in iOS 9, all the cool stuff, hands-on, then be sure to hit that like button on this video. That way I know you guys want to see that. Now aside from iOS 9, we actually have a new operating system as well, and that's OS X 10.11 El Capitan, which I don't get at all. I don't know who signed off on that, but whatever. Now in El Capitan, there's actually not a ton of new massive features that you're gonna see on the operating system, but performance has actually increased a ton. But in this video, I just want to focus on iOS 9. So in iOS 9, there's actually going to be a new native app, and that app is called News. So if you guys are familiar at all with Flipboard or ever played around with that app, it's actually very similar to that. That's kind of the feel that I got. You open it up and then you select what you're interested in, and then it creates a feed for you. It's all interactive. You can get videos, you can get pictures, you can get all this cool stuff while you're browsing through the application itself. It looks like it could be a very good competitor to Flipboard. I mean, Apple usually does a pretty good job with their apps, so it'll be really interesting to actually see this. This is something that's not actually on the beta right now, so I can't mess with it, I can't show it to you, but it is still pretty cool looking, and I look forward to checking it out. Now the new update for the Notes app is available in iOS 9 Beta 1, and it's like a full-fledged word processor at this point. You now have these new tools that will allow you to add pictures. You can add basically notes from any application just by hitting the share sheet. You can draw pictures if you want to. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do with this new Note app that looks really, really interesting. I'm actually pretty curious to see if the updated Notes is going to be able to pull me away from Evernote, because I use Evernote all the time. So it's going to be pretty interesting to put the two and two side by side and see which one actually comes out on top. I guess we'll have to see after some usage of the new Notes app. So in the Maps app, you'll notice there's going to be a few UI tweaks. You'll also notice when you search for an address, when you tap on that search bar up there, you'll actually see 8 new icons, and that's going to be food, drinks, shopping, fun, transportation, travel, services, and health. So you can actually tap on those, and it's going to show you those locations that are actually nearby. So if you tap on food, it'll show you nearby food. If you tap on drinks, of course, it'll show you a place to get drinks nearby. So that's a really nice feature, because I know that I'm always hitting Siri and I say food nearby or pizza place nearby, and it usually does a terrible job. So hopefully they've actually updated that as well, and it does a much better job in terms of finding nearby locations. Now there's not only the nearby feature, there's also a new transit feature. Now this is actually going to give you public transit information with routes and directions. So it's going to be customized for each city where it's available. Now it's not available in a whole lot of places right now, but hopefully by the time that iOS 9 actually rolls out, we'll see some more cities that it's going to be available in. Apple Pay also got an upgrade, so you can actually make purchases with your Discover card, your Kohl's, JCPenney credit card, even reward cards like Dunkin' Donuts, DD Perks, Walgreens, My Panera, and much more. Now when we talk about iOS 9, we have to talk about iOS 9 on the iPad, because the iPad actually gets a massive upgrade, and it's really, really intriguing and makes me want to even probably use my iPad more just for this upgrade. Now I know the iPad sales has actually been in the slumps. Maybe that's why they're bringing all these new features to the iPad. You're not seeing a ton, or as much at least, in iOS 9 on the iPhone. But if we jump into the features that we have here, one of the main ones is multitasking. So multitasking actually comes in 3 different flavors on the iPad, and that is slide over, split screen, and picture in picture. But basically with slide over, you can see that you can open up a secondary application without leaving the application that you're in. So if you're, surfing through Safari and you wanted to answer a text message, you can actually bring up the entire application over on the side of your device and then interact with it completely, and then go back to your actual original application. Now you can also grab that little grabber and slide it across to where you're split screen, or what they call split view. So then you can interact with both of the applications at the exact same time, and it's really awesome. It allows you to multitask on a whole nother level rather than having to use the app switcher like you would normally have to. Now we also have picture in picture, so if you bring up basically a video from your videos app and start watching that, you can actually pop that video out and have it in the foreground as you continue working in the background. Now you can lock this in on the 4 corners, and there's actually 2 sizes that you can use for that video. So a pretty awesome feature right there. Now QuickType actually got an upgrade as well. You can see right here that we actually have a lot more useful tools that we didn't have previously, such as the shortcut bar. We have easy text selection, which is basically like swipe selection if you're familiar with Jailbreak tweaks, as well as using keyboard shortcuts on any third-party keyboard. Now Siri actually understands natural language much better than it did before. So you can say things like, show me pictures from Jerry's birthday party, and they would be able to pull up all the photos from Jerry's birthday party. So that's just a really nice feature, and it's something that Siri has been lacking for quite some time. And I think, in my opinion, Siri's behind the game, so I'll be really interested to see how well Siri performs in iOS 9. Now, not only that, but Siri is now a proactive assistant according to Apple. So what that means is that Siri will literally learn your routine and what apps you use in specific locations of your house and things like that. So for instance, let's say that you wake up every single morning, you grab your phone, you plug in your headphones, you listen to music, and you go for a run. Well, once Siri learns that you do that every morning, that means when you wake up, you plug in your headphones, it's actually going to activate the now playing. So you don't have to go into your music app, you don't have to start playing it or anything like that. Just when you plug in your headphone jack, it's actually going to pull that up and allow you to start playing it right there. So just a nice little feature, and we'll see how well it actually works when it really comes down to it. Now you also notice that Spotlight actually got a bit of an overhaul as well. So right up there at the top, you'll notice that we have our relevant contacts that we can tap on, we can message them, call them, set up a meeting, anything like that. Right below that, we have our suggested applications. Below that, we have our places that are nearby, so you can use that just like you could within the Maps app. And then right below that, we also have in the news. So it's basically just bringing that most commonly searched content right there on your screen before you actually do anything. So a nice feature, and maybe it will get me to use Spotlight a little bit more. Now with iOS 9, Apple is claiming that you're going to get an hour longer battery life. And the way that they did that is basically they trimmed down the applications that were power hungry or battery hungry, so it's not going to be using as much battery. Second, they're actually using the ambient light and proximity sensors, so when your device is face down on a table or a desk, even if you get a notification or anything, it's not going to light up that device. So of course, that's not going to use as much battery if your device is not lighting up when you get notifications. Now, not only that, but you also have a low power mode that's actually going to extend the battery life even further than that 1 hour. Now, possibly the first thing that you're going to notice when you install iOS 9 is that it requires a 6-digit passcode. So if you're not on an iPhone 5S or newer, then you're going to have to type in that passcode every single time if you have a passcode on your device. But again, it's not too bad. I just really don't know a 6-digit number that I would want to use for my device, so I'll probably just use like 6 zeros and then use the Touch ID. And you can see right here that iOS 9 is compatible with all these devices. So basically, if you're on iOS 8, or if your device can upgrade to iOS 8, then you're going to be able to upgrade to iOS 9 as well. And Apple Music was also announced. So the coolest feature that I thought with Apple Music was that you're able to follow artists and they're able to post pictures, post videos, and basically allowing them to interact with you, so you can actually like, you can comment, you can share their photos, their videos, all that cool stuff. So it's kind of like, Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff all combined into one. And I just think it's really cool to be able to interact with the artists, as long as the artists actually interact with the application. So we'll just have to see exactly how that all works out. We can't mess with it yet because it's not on iOS 9 beta 1, but it'll be something to look forward to and tinker with. Now, it actually is going to cost $9.99 per month per person, or you can actually sign up to 6 people in a family for $14.99. So that's all I really have for you guys for this video. I just kind of wanted to run down iOS 9 just so you guys know what features are coming and what you guys should expect in the fall when iOS 9 is actually released. So if you guys want to see a hands-on video of iOS 9 on the iPhone as well as the iPad, be sure to hit that like button and I'll be sure to do that for you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button. If you guys want to see more of my videos, then make sure you subscribe. Alright guys, until next time, peace.